I want to send a special shout out to Marianne Kratzer, who suggested that I take a song that I not only perform, but that I really love to analyze and tell a little bit of history behind the song. So the song that I chose is Aretha Franklin's Ain't No Way. For a couple of reasons. I wasn't really decided until I realized that today is my sister's birthday. And Ain't No Way was written by Aretha Franklin's sister, Carolyn Franklin, her younger sister. And it's just a beautifully written song. It is, the vocals on it are absolutely stunning. And you're going to be surprised to hear who else is singing on this. There's a group called the Sweet Inspirations, and they are a four women group that just have backed up everybody from Aretha Franklin to Ray Charles to they were infamously with Elvis during his Vegas residency. Call and answer, right? The lead vocalist would say something and they would respond in this kind of either like really cute little yeah, or they would sing something back, and it was very it's an integral part of soul music, if you ask me. That's my opinion. One of the women in the Sweet Inspiration, whose name you might recognize, is Cissy Houston. Cissy Houston is Whitney Houston's mother. Yes, she's one of the members of the Sweet Inspirations. That is amazing. I mean, that just so delish. And that sax in the beginning. Oh. And it goes to this beautiful 5-chord. Ain't no way that walk down. For me to love you. I mean, to me right there, that ain't no way, that is the most beautiful first line execution. Just, this is why Aretha is the queen. This is what she does so well. Like, as soon as she opens her mouth, I mean, not only is her voice, absolutely gorgeous, but as soon as she opens her mouth, it's like the timing, the melody, the attack, everything is spot on. Ooh. If you want, I love gushing about Aretha. Let me. Those horns, delish. Now listen to this. Now this part. So here's what I discovered. As we know, Carolyn Franklin, Aretha Franklin's youngest sister, wrote this song for her, and wrote this song and brought it to her. Now apparently Betty LaVette also wanted to record this song. Betty LaVette and Carolyn Franklin were best of friends from the time that they were little girls. And so, which floored me because, first of all, Ain't No Way is my favorite ballad of all time, I think. And then I found an article saying, did we get, this whole song wrong? This song really isn't about pining for a man. This is Carolyn pining for her lesbian lover. And it has been corroborated. She actually told an interviewer who was writing Aretha Franklin's book that not so much, in a nutshell, that she likes women. And now Betty LaVette is a woman who I saw in Seattle, Washington, who made me sob the entire time at her show. And I went home and wrote a song called I Give Myself Away,
which to this day I think is like one of my best like hurt me soul blues ballads. It's kind of popular when I used to play it in Austin. People loved it. So crazy that Ain't No, like I didn't even know this. So Ain't No Way is my favorite Aretha Franklin song, written by her sister who is, and people are corroborating this, lesbian. This, in fact, is not a song about a man. This is, in fact, a song to her lesbian lover. And she was like best of friends with Betty LaVette until she passed away at 42, which is absolutely sad. She passed away at 42 years old of breast cancer, and that is absolutely heartbreaking. But I don't know. It's all timed for me. I don't know about you. And when other family members were asked about it, her older sister Irma also alluded to it. And Betty LaVette just pretty much said, well, you know, she was the daughter of a famous preacher. So, I mean, there's no way in the 60s or 70s was she going to come out with a famous preacher for a father. And he seemed pretty, I mean, from all the stuff that I've read about him or have, you know, watched about him, he seemed pretty domineering. So, okay, let's keep listening to this. Oh my God, I love this. And that's the way. So if you listen to this lyric, so the line is, I know that it's a woman's duty to have and love a man. And that's the way it was planned, right? So she's probably got a lot of the indoctrination of her preacher father, who has, you know, been preaching this kind of stuff. That's the way it was planned. Okay, listen to that control when she hits that note. I mean, that's not, it could be that they dipped down some of the level of her recording, but that is like, you know, she's in a room with all the other band, really. And so are the backup singers. That's just her pulling off the microphone and like just holding the restraint of her voice. That is impressive. Notes. So she's basically saying, you know, how upset would a man be to know that he married a woman that was not into being with men? That's what I'm taking. And that's what also a professor of this, I'll post it. You hear those trumpets? That's so amazing. And the chimes, the bells, I think it's a xylophone maybe? Could be a glockenspiel. And you hear how that high note is really ghosted in the back? That's just heavy, heavy reverb. That is so delicious. So here's the BBC. In the article, it's in 2021. It says, Ain't No Way, one of our most understood love songs. Ain't No Way chronicles the heartbreak of a woman whose lover has left her. Throughout the song, she keeps reminding this lover that there ain't no way for me to love you if you won't let me. The song ends with an earnest plea, and if you need me like you say you do, then please don't you know that I need you. Beneath the tenderness of these pleas, however, there could be a call for radical resistance to subvert what society has decided to adopt as the norm. Some have argued rather than a male lover, the lyrics are addressing a female. Also have been particularly personal for Carolyn. She told Aretha's biographer, David Ritz, that Irma and Aretha were chasing after boys when I was discovering that my romantic preference went in an entirely different direction. It took me a long time to find my own identity and voice. Ain't no way that is gorgeous for me to love you. C7, it's right to the F minor 7. If you want. Back to the E flat. Love me. Right, that 7 chord, that's so very typical. A lot of blues is kind of like, okay, we're ending a phrase and we're turning around, like the turnaround chord. That's what I call it. And the B flat is such Aretha. That's how I started writing a lot of my songs in B flat or around B flat, B, or C. Just because once I started figuring out that a lot of soul tunes they love the flats. They love the black keys. Those are all the flat and sharps. So I just love that. Oh, right. So she comes into this, and the crazy thing is, the verses also are starting on E flat. So, right, you're starting E flat, in a way. Right, and then she goes back to, ain't no way. And then the girl's just saying, ain't no way. Ain't no way. And then the girls go again, ain't no way. Just ain't no way, baby. And then, so right, that major into this minor. Sure ain't no way. Right, that resolve, that kind of like, that you can just, the roller coaster, right, of optimism and we can do this, and then the kind of, but can we, kind of thing. That. And the bridge, boom, right? It's like, A flat, and it's, she's sticking in the majors, really, the major keys for the most part. Like, here's her strength, here it is. She's saying, stop trying to be someone you're not. In fact, is not a song about a man. This is, in fact, a song to her lesbian lover. And she was like best of friends with Betty Lovette until she passed away at 42, which is absolutely sad. She passed away at 42 years old of breast cancer, and that is absolutely heartbreaking. But I don't know. It's all timed for me. I don't know about you.
If you're tired